Hey guys, it's Strawberry Elli here and welcome back to another video of my 30 videos in 30 days challenge, where I'm uploading a video every single day during the month of June. Today I want to talk about being fully raw, if it is an extreme, what my opinion is about it, and if I'm going to be fully raw again in the future. So I would say let's just start off with the topic. As you might know, I've been eating a completely raw food diet for 2.5 years and I felt really good with it. I was really happy, but there was something in my mind why I actually went fully raw and why I wanted to stay fully raw, and that was what I would call it: fully raw is law. Now, I want to explain that for a bit. People think that eating a raw food diet is the ideal diet you can possibly live for. That is the most nutrition dense, the most healthiest diet on the planet, so that is what they thrive for. To a certain extent, I agree on that, because I mean, for 2.5 years of my life, I've been eating that diet and I got a lot of benefits from it. I got clear skin, a clear mindset, I had a lot of energy, I felt really good. If someone asked me, I would still say that eating a raw food diet is really healthy for you, except for that I don't want you to try to be a perfectionist with it. I have a kind of all or nothing mindset, which means if I want to try things, I'm going 100% or nothing. I mean, that's just how I am, and that's how I went fully raw. I'd say from one day to another I decided to just eat a raw food diet, and from that day on I carried on almost for 2.5 years. And the thing about that was that I had a really restrictive mindset. I had the mentality of everything I eat has to be 100% raw, because that is the most healthiest. I thought that some cooked food and spices and things like that are toxic, and I didn't want to eat them. I didn't want to put that in my body, and I think there's nothing wrong with it if you really think that that is the diet that makes you feel the best. But in my opinion, being fully raw or eating a raw food diet shouldn't be something you always thrive for, something you want to achieve in life. Like eating a raw food diet, that is what I want to live for, that is my goal in life. I want to eat fully raw. I think you've noticed from talking about on my channel that food is important, and I always say that food nourishes you and food gives you energy and food kind of makes you happy as well. But I also want to address that one more time, is that food is not everything. That's true, like the way you eat forms and transforms your body and transforms how you make you feel, and it makes you healthy to an extent, but there's so much more in life which is important and which contributes to health, such as self-love and social life with other people and being outside, being active. These kind of things are important for your health as well. So it's not just the way you eat. And if you stress about eating a certain way, really restrictive, and be said to yourself, oh, I can't eat that, I can't eat that because I have to eat a certain way, that's not good for your mentality, that's not good for your mindset, and it makes you just develop a really bad relationship with your food, because you think of other foods as they're being toxic for you and they're not good for you, so you're kind of afraid to eat them. Stressing about your food is one thing I definitely don't want to have in my life anymore, because so much more in life than just food, and stressing about your food is just not what I want to do. Like, I want to eat my meal and then I want to go on with my life. So coming back to eating a raw food diet for 2.5 years of my life, I created a lot of rules in my head, a lot of rules I had to follow to fit into this perfect raw food movement, I'd say. So certain rules, like having juicy fruit in the morning, for example. So when I wake up and I was like, okay, maybe I want some bananas, it was like, no, you better eat something juicy, you eat something hydrating, because that makes you feel best, that's best for your digestion. So that was one rule. And then having like something more dense, more later on in the day. I created this mindset in my head of being like, okay, I had to follow these rules and I had to be super low fat and not using any spices or any salt and things like that. Being 100% fully raw, hummus or some condiments like liquid aminos and stuff like that, which are not 100% raw, and I was so afraid of using them, which is just stupid. Why would you be afraid of a certain food? And I think it's not just the fully raw movement, I'd say, but also the raw till fall movement. People think they have to eat fruit all day and then they have their cooked meal after 4 p.m, which put a lot of pressure on you. It's like, oh, maybe I wake up in the morning and I want to eat some oats or I want to eat some rice, but I'm not able to, I'm not allowed to, because I have to eat my cooked meal after 4 p.m, otherwise it's gonna mess up with my digestion. You create all these rules and these restrictions in your mind, and you get a really bad mentality and a really bad relationship with your food, and you might not even notice it. Another thing is that when people come to Thailand, for example, they were like, okay, when I come here, I'm just gonna live off fruit all day because fruit is so abundant there. It's achievable to live a raw food diet, and that's what I want to do because it's the healthiest, what they create in their head, what they think of, and they create it as a goal to be fully raw. If you want to follow a certain type of diet just because you think it's the best and it doesn't make you feel as good, I think you don't get all the benefits if you follow something to the T and you follow something because you think you have to but not you want to. In my opinion, eating a vegan diet is the most healthiest, but within this diet there's so many different food options you can choose. You can eat whatever the hell you want to eat. If that means fruit throughout the day and starch for dinner, or if that means starch for breakfast, or ice cream for breakfast, or if that means ice cream all day. Like, I just love ice cream, as you can tell. Eat whatever you want to eat and don't create these restrictions and these rules you have to live up for, because that's just not healthy for you. So is eating a raw food diet what makes you feel your best? Then awesome, just go for it. I don't want to tell you the way you should eat. I'm just gonna tell you my experience with it. And sure, I'm still eating a raw food diet, don't get me wrong, but being a bit more flexible with my food and incorporating other things and trying other things like vegan junk food, like vegan ice cream and like vegan candy and chocolate and things like that, is also really healthy for me, really healthy for my mentality. And just know that I'm able to try these things without being afraid of it, or without being like, oh my god, I'm gonna be so unhealthy eating that way and my digestion is gonna mess up and I'm gonna gain a ton of weight. No, that's not gonna happen. If I want to try these things, I'm going to. I still know what makes me feel my best, and that is just a predominantly raw food diet. But I also know that I'm gonna include small things like small condiments, for example, as well. Like, as I said, liquid aminos. I like eating hummus. Or if I wanna try a certain food, I know that I'm able to do that, and I don't wanna create these rules in my head anymore because I wanna have a good relationship with food. So that's what I wanna just say. Just find what works best for you. Don't follow anyone else. Just don't care about what other people think of you or what other people eat even. Like, just the eat you want to eat, just eat the way you enjoy, and just, yeah, live your life to the fullest. And another one small thing on the side, just think about it. When you're privileged to choose what you want to eat, whereas there is a lot of fruit or a lot of starch or a lot of junk food or just the way you want to eat, if you're able to do so, you're lucky. Just think about that. Be grateful that you can make the food choices you want to make, because I'm based on what you want to eat and what you like and what you enjoy and what makes you feel best. Because some people just don't have that possibility in their life. And stressing about your food, it's just stupid in my opinion. You should stress about other things in your life and not make food like such a big aspect of your life and such a big thing you could stress about. And that being said, that's everything from this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know down in the comments below what you think about the fully raw movement, what you think about this lifestyle, what you're eating, and if you love vegan ice cream, because hell yes, I'm loving it and I'm enjoying it. Subscribe to my channel to see daily videos from me, especially now during the month of June, and follow me on my social media platforms. I'm going to link them down below, and I see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.